Your Excellencies, dear honorary guest, my beloved audience, dear viewers on the screen, good evening. As you might have found out by now, I'm Georg Bachmann and the new artistic director and chief conductor of this wonderful ensemble, the Cyprus Symphony Orchestra. As we look back onto 30 years of history of the Cyprus Symphony Orchestra, I'd simply like to thank the Republic of Cyprus for its determination and perseverance of having a symphony orchestra in its country. I think it is a very important thing to have. When we look back 30 years, there are many things which had happened, but I'm very aware that even in difficult times, you stood by this wonderful ensemble and all of the individual talents inside of it, supported it as they served the country with the immortal beauty of music. Thank you for that too. The musical language we speak, the non-verbal musical communication with all our audiences is universal, no matter the people's differences and divergencies. This might be, perhaps maybe even today more than ever, one of the strongest arguments for the existence of classical music and a symphony orchestra, but certainly for the relevance and necessity of the Cyprus Symphony Orchestra in this country. In difficult times, we speak the musical language of hope and consolation. In wonderful times, the musical language of joy and gratitude. You have already heard some of it. You will hear more of it tonight. But on behalf of everyone on stage, I want to encourage and urge you, please come back, hear us again. There are many more events we want to share with you. We are your orchestra. As some of you might know, particularly those in the corporate sector, 30 years of history of an organization marks quite a demographic milestone as well. Please allow me just 1 or 2 minutes to acknowledge the 3 longest serving members of the Cyprus Symphony Orchestra tonight. Since its inception and now in his last season is Haroutioun Toumayan. By the way, if you take the Overture magazine, which is our magazine in which we print everything we do and we communicate our productivity, you will find an article about the 30 years history of the Cyprus Symphony Orchestra with 2 pictures, 2 photographs in there. If you can, to us, identify Haroutioun Toumayan on these pictures from 30 years ago, we'll give you 2 free tickets. The first full-time female member of the orchestra and also officially now in her last season is Varvara Plosiou. And with us still and will be is Kypros Christoulides. I believe I will be speaking out of everyone's heart in this room that it's not only a great honor, but a pure joy to have this week on stage with us, Cyprian Katsaris. Cyprian, thank you. Last but not least, I would like to thank the Kypria Festival for hosting this special event with us tonight here in Nicosia. Ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellencies, honorary guests, dear viewers on the screen, dear staff members of the Cyprus Symphony Orchestra Foundation, and most of all, dear musicians on stage. No birthday celebration should pass by with the unwrapping of a surprise birthday gift. It might be big, it might be very small, it might even be somehow compromised, but what I think it should be is, it should be unusual. Cyprian Katsaris and I will now play for you one of the very few four-hand piano compositions by no one other than Ludwig van Beethoven. His March Number 1, Opus 45. In 1802, when he finished this piece just around the same time when he finished the piano concerto you just heard, Beethoven did not know that 215 years later, this is going to be the 30th anniversary birthday march of the Cyprus Symphony Orchestra. Well, tonight it is. And it is because Cyprian and I believe it depicts quite well the 30 years history of the Cyprus Symphony Orchestra, from its cautious start and beginning, through the turbulent passages and triumphant parts, its lyrical middle section, and more. Evaristopoli.
And our page turner would be our fantastic first violin, Wolfgang Schröder.